Okay, today I got two new toys in the mail today. The first one is this grid tie inverter, which I'll get into later. That one is awesome. I figured out how to make it work. The second one is this kilowatt meter, and what this thing does is tells me all kinds of things about what an appliance is using. So, for example, right now I have this old television plugged into this thing. This is a old rear projection big screen TV made by Hitachi. It's probably a late 90s model or something. Anyhow, it's our garage TV. So I was shocked to see, without it even being turned on, I'm using 63 watts. So I'm going to average my math out of 60 because it does fluctuate a little bit. You can see it kind of changing around in there. But the only thing that's getting power is that one little light. There's this one little light. It's taking 63 watts. My entire garage is running off of less than 63 watts right now. And I have that one light there and these two and then these fluorescents here. And I'm using probably equivalent to that, if not less. So here's the situation here. Is 63 watts just by being plugged in and not used. We don't use this a whole lot. So I did the math here and we'll see if my chicken scratch makes sense. So I got 63 watts times 24 hours a day times 30 days in a month equals 45,360 watt hours. Okay, so that equals 45.36 kilowatt hours. The power company charges 12.5 cents per kilowatt hour. So having this TV plugged in, doing nothing, is costing $5.44 a month. And that's just at, assuming we're at 63 watts. And we've seen this kind of change a little bit. It's gone down a little bit now, but it goes up higher than 63 at some points as well. So the fact of the matter is, by unplugging this one appliance, I'm saving $5.44 a month for something I almost never use. I could just have this power strip here, and let's see how much power this power strip uses, and I can determine that by plugging this thing. Plug my having a hard time. So I'll plug my power meter here, my kilowatt, into the wall if I can. I got this pegboard in the way, so we got it plugged in. It's gonna show me how much volts I have. I'll push the watt button and we can see we're at 0 watts now. And if I power just this power strip, this is a brand new power strip. I've only used it a few times. It was new, I don't know, 2 months ago. So I'll plug it in. I'll see that it's powered on now. Nothing plugged into it. And we can see that it's not drawing any measurable wattage off of it. So what I'm trying to get across here is you can buy a $5 power strip, turn off everything connected to something you don't use a lot, and really save real money. That's $5.44 a month. And I was asked a question earlier by somebody that, well, how much did this little contraption cost? And well, I got it on eBay or on Amazon for like 18 bucks. And so for $18, I realized that I've had this TV plugged in here since April. It's now December, so 8 months. I've spent $40 already having this TV just plugged in when I'm not using it. So if I would have bought this a long time ago, I probably would have realized that, well, I could have paid for 2 of these just by unplugging this television. So hope that made some sense to some people. Yeah, it's an old school thing. I also plugged this kilowatt into my computer, which is a Lenovo I just bought last year. I bought it in November, right the day after Thanksgiving last year in 2015. And I have it with 3 LCD monitors, using like 78 watts of power compared to idling here at 63 watts. So there's quite a big difference there, and I figured I should let people know that maybe you should invest in one of these kilowatt meters and determine if you're wasting your electricity on nothing, because we sure were and didn't even think about it. So something to think about. Then there's grid tie inverter, more with the bicycle, hopefully a wind turbine soon, more things to come.